Hi guys, Tanya here from Scrap Matrix with my share for this month. So first of all, I have started off just running modelling paste through my stencil. Once that's done, sorry it's a bit out of the shot, but I've just sprayed it lightly with some Distress Oxide ink and then removed the stencil and dried it completely. Once dry, I set aside and I've grabbed some deli paper and my small jelly plate. And then I've just used my art foamies to stamp in the paint and stamp out some of my cactuses. Just stamped all these randomly on the deli paper to cut out later. Continued this process with some of another paint from Paper Artsy, and the lighter green, lime green, was Dina Wakley medium. I didn't know how many cactuses I was going to need, so I've just done a few and we'll play with them a bit later because I really still don't have much of a plan at this point. Once again, I set this aside and we move back to the art journal, which should all be dry by now. If not, hit it again with the heat tool. Using my new Prima oil pastels, I pick out my greens, yellows and oranges to match the citrus mood board, and then I just randomly colour over the top of the stencil, which is obviously going to be a bit raised in the colours. Nothing too definite in patterns, just a bit random here and there. Keep repeating all this with the different colours until I'm happy with the coverage, still leaving some of the original light orangey colour from our modelling paste and stencil. Once that's done, I grab my stencil back again, place it back in place, and then using a wet baby wipe, rub it over the top to blend the colours. And just give it a quick dry. It shouldn't be too wet though. I go back and grab my cactuses and I roughly cut them out. I don't even cut them too closely because when you're stamping onto deli paper, it becomes translucent when you adhere it with gel medium. So I just grab a few bits and pieces and start by chopping them out, and we'll have a play and see where they're going to fit. Again, I still don't have a real clear plan of where I'm going with this. Because the background's so bright and deli paper goes fairly translucent, I decided to add some white gesso to the background just to soften it a little bit and help the cactuses stand out a bit more. Otherwise they might have got lost in the background. And just another quick dry before we move on to the next step. Then with gel medium, I apply my cactuses randomly up and down the page. I've kind of got a plan in my head now, so We'll create a little cactus garden on the page. Some of my gesso is not quite dry, so it's creating a bit white on it, but I can take that back with a bit of a baby wipe over the top. This also removes excess gel. And once you're happy with your placement of your cactuses, just give them all a good dry. Now off screen, after this video filming ended and it was completely dry, I added paint pens and doodling and my quote, which I'd also drawn onto deli paper and stuck down with gel medium. Here's a close-up of the oil pastels I've used, available in store. Thanks for watching.